Welcome back, everyone. This is Super Kelly Brothers Podcast, episode 143 for the 16th of October, 2021. My name is Sloan Kelly.
My name is Jody Kelly.
And my name is James Baker.
And we've got a packed show tonight, or whenever you're listening to us. If you're listening in the car, then watch out for that truck! Sorry. I'm going to regret that.
Plus, we've got James back.
I'm sorry,
James
we've got James
after
back.
letters.
James.
I know.
We had so many people, literally, quite a lot of his relatives contacted us and said, when's James going to be back on?
Mostly his daughters and nieces.
Right. Yeah.
I've been working in the Blue Peter Garden. So.
Is that right?
Aye, that's where I've been putting a shift in the Blue Peter Garden. So.
Aye, good.
I've seen the letters build up.
Yeah. Digging up the tortoises.
Yeah.
Making skates out of them.
So that's why I haven't
digging a hole for the Millennium the box. Oh no, the Millennium's been. It's fine. No, it's okay.
But they had another one, didn't they? The time box thing.
A time box.
Time box, yeah.
I think you're thinking of Doctor
Who. Always on my mind. Shall we get into it?
Yeah.
Do it.
So we abandoned the idea, James, of news because it's not really a news channel. We just talk about stuff that we want to talk about. So we're going to split this into a couple of to give you all a segment. We're going to do the regular news, and then we're going to talk about the DC fandom stuff afterwards. That's a bit of a trailer for you. We're not burying the lead. It's just that we want you to listen to more of the podcast. So if you don't want to listen to this bit, you can always fast forward. Anyway, just letting you know. So the first story we have that we never covered last week for some reason, Jody, I don't know why we ran out of time or we forgot or whatever it was, but Sky Glass is coming out.
Yeah.
Which is interesting. I think it's a piece of technology. It's basically a television set that you get Sky programming, but it's not on a satellite.
Basically, everything's built into the telly, including you don't need another TV box, like Q box or nothing. You don't need a satellite either. Everything's built into the telly. I think it looks a wee bit thick, the telly. It looks about a couple of maybe 2.5 inch thick. The TV.
It's in different sizes.
But it's all built in.
Yeah.
What size?
Yeah. The thickness is, but you can get it in. I think it's 45, 55, and 65. Is that right? Inch.
Yeah.
You have to pay. It's the grade of what you pay is obviously the size of the telly. Depends on what you're paying.
So 43-inch TV costs £649. 55 is £849, and the largest one is 65 inches, and it'll set you back £1,000. That seems quite expensive as far as I'm concerned.
No. But they do a deal where you can pay it's part of a subscription sort of thing. So you just pay like as if you're paying for the Sky box.
Right.
And then on top of that is your subscription, basically.
Right.
So it's like I think it starts at like 13 quid or 18 quid, something like that, and then it goes up to like 22 and then 32, something like that.
Okay.
Depending on the size.
I'm intrigued by the whole thing, actually.
Me too. Yeah.
Seems like an obvious move, but no one's done it before now.
Because I'm going to guess it's quite expensive to have a satellite in orbit.
Well, it's ugly apart from anything else having a
dish,
and it's not ideal. Yeah, it's not ideal either having a dish at the side of you, because some people can't get, I don't know, blocked or whatever by mountains or I don't know.
Yeah.
Trees,
shrubs.
I do like the idea of it, and we're in the. There's nothing wrong with the telly we've got just now, but we're in the market. Maybe the rest of my family don't know this, for a new telly. We've had that one we've got just now. That'll resign to our bedroom, I think.
I'm in a similar position.
I'm intrigued to explore this.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm assuming it's all 4K and stuff like that. Yeah.
yeah, man. Aye.
I mean, it's
Does.
got Dolby Atmos built in as well, which is good.
Mhm.
Dolby Atmos support for
You're all
Dolby
about that
Vision.
just now, Sloan.
Fighting
You were looking,
the powers and all that kind of stuff.
You were looking into the old sound bars and things like that, weren't you?
Yeah, well, yeah, I was having issues with my Fire Stick.
Yeah. But that's all built into the TV. It's at the bottom. See the telly. It's got a nice
In fact, here you
thin
Border.
Bezel.
Bezel. That's
Bezel.
the word.
Yeah.
Nice thin bezel, and I think that speaker you're talking about is right at the bottom.
Mhm.
Yeah, look,
I did see a picture.
shows a picture of it.
That's it. There you go. There's the
Yeah,
picture
so you
of
go.
it there. So it's got a bit of a chin.
Yeah, it looks like it.
It's got a bit
But
of a
that's the
chin at
speaker.
the bottom there, but that's okay.
That's
I
your
mean,
speaker.
when you're watching in a darkened room, you're not really looking at it. I mean, if you've got other things at the bottom, I mean, it's a lot nicer looking than say having a satellite TV box and a game station and all that kind of stuff. So I mean, it's not that bad looking.
They're not just showing that TV; they're showing that empty shelf.
Correct.
Yeah. Yes, that's
correct.
What really
You're right, James.
That's exactly
that. You could slide a few bits of toast under there or something. You know,
what they need is the beautiful Debbie McGee to put
some waffles, maybe.
Through it.
That's what they do. Yeah.
yeah. Fiery hoop. What a curry! Had a real nice curry the other day there, by the way. Just start with
that. So yeah. So the other thing as well is if you don't pay this, so once the subscription runs, like I guess you got to sign up for a year or whatever it is that you got to sign up for. But after that, if you decide that you don't want to do it anymore, the TV becomes a TV.
Right. Okay.
So you lose all the functionality of that. You can't log on and all that kind of stuff to the other things.
Well,
which is fine because you're not keeping up the subscription, so you're not getting access to the services. So
it's different this because with this you're paying. You know, if you don't buy it outright and you're paying for the TV, right? That's fine, and you're paying for your subscription. But with Sky Q or whatever, you are paying your subscription, but you never own the equipment. You have to hand the equipment back. So that's the difference with this thing. You actually are kind of higher purchasing a TV, effectively.
I have to say, right, although I kind of like it, I'd still rather keep my Sky Q box and go out and buy a 4K telly, like a nice big 4K telly, at maybe 400 or 500 quid, and not have that extra 13 quid a month.
That's the thing I'm thinking as well, is like the 65-inch one. Where is it?
Because that's not a one-off payment. That's like a one-off payment. That's your upfront payment.
Yeah, your upfront cost is £1,000, and that's like 1,800 Canadian dollars. If my calculations are right, that's a lot of money for a 65-inch. I mean, for 65 inches, I mean, you're maybe talking $800.
It's not just a TV, remember?
50 quid.
No,
it's not just a TV.
But see if you've already got your Sky equipment.
TVs aren't TVs now. They've got Fire TV built in. They've got Netflix built in. They've got all these streaming services built in. And that's essentially what this is going to be, is a streaming service. You call it whatever you want, whether you slice it, dice it. It's a streaming service. The difference is that you're getting live television. So when you want to watch Trisha in the morning, you turn it on and you get Trisha in the morning. Is she still on in the morning? I don't even know if she's on.
I hate to be the guy to break this to you, but
go on.
Yeah. How long have you been away from the UK?
She died
2 years.
She did 2 years ago.
She's still alive.
She's still
didn't have a scare though.
Alive.
She didn't have a scare.
Anyway, £1,000 is.
Sorry, James. You were going to say something.
No, I was going to say. I would rather spend 400 or 500 quid on a 4K TV, 40 inch and beyond, and a couple of speakers, like a couple. We're quite fond of the HomePod, the Apple HomePod things.
Yeah,
and you can kind of pair them up to your telly and just sit either side, and it's still going to be. I think it's still going to give you a very, very similar experience.
The nice thing about this, though, is we said earlier, or Jodie pointed out at the start of this, is that if you can't put a satellite dish up, if you can't get access to a satellite dish, this is perfect for you. Because if you're wanting access, if you don't want to go with Virgin, the only other choice is Sky, and if you don't have access to that, then you've had it. You've got to go with Virgin. So this gives you a little bit more choice in that space.
It's perfect. Evelyn's mum has never been able to get a satellite dish up for whatever reason. I'm not sure.
Well, she doesn't have ladders.
She's not got ladders. No.
No.
Or a rope. Nothing like that.
And crippling vertigo.
Access to a rope. Aye. So she's never been able to.
She gets a bit wobbly when she stands up. That's how bad it is.
She's never been able to install a satellite dish by herself. Is what you're saying. So this is perfect for her.
Yeah.
And she's tied to that bloody Virgin TiVo or whatever it's called. TiVo Virgin. It's awful. It's the worst thing ever. Did you ever have that, James?
See, about 2 years ago, I was looking for better broadband, and some guy came to the door, and I felt sorry for him, and I said, just like, we're going to go with Virgin. So we did. Someone came and they installed it all, and it was horrible. I didn't like the interface. I didn't like when I turned it on.
The interface.
I was just like, oh no! And the control
remote is horrible.
It would look like they bought like a container full of them from China, and there was nothing fancy, nothing. It just was horrible experience. And then I phoned Sky up, and I was like, I'm really sorry, I've done this to you. Can you just come? Can you just come take it all away? So we went back away, and horrible. So. Who makes the actual TV? I mean, that's Sky must have collaborated with someone.
I don't know.
And I realise the tech's out there for probably a fair amount of companies to make really, really good tellies.
They must have partnered up with somebody to make the TV, because it must be.
Because that's interesting, because that would actually persuade me. If you said like it was LG or Sony or something, I'd be like,
yeah,
all right, okay, maybe.
Skoda, I think it is. I think Skoda makes it.
Skoda.
Oh,
yeah.
We're doing this live, folks. Who makes the Sky Glass TV manufacturer has been revealed. It is TP Vision.
Brilliant, great company.
Great company.
Excellent. I think they're. I think that's the Lidl's technology partners.
Does that say Philips?
It did, but I don't know. Let me see who they are.
Oh
no, it is
TP.
Philips.
Yeah,
Philips. TP Vision. Philips. TPV Philips. There you go. Wholly owned subsidiary of TPV technology based in Amsterdam.
You happy now, James?
Aye.
They're not exactly known for their panels. I mean, it's more kind of, you'd think more kind of Samsung.
Sorry, I'm
LG.
not going for it.
No.
I'll spend 600 quid on a couple of HomePods and a 400 quid telly, and I'll keep my Sky Q subscription.
Is Jillian hearing this?
No. I've been dead for that. No. We're getting a new telly.
This is not all in your head right now. She can hear you like that. You're doing what, James?
I know.
Don't worry, it's all in my head. All in my head right now.
I know.
I've put the feelers out.
Okay, so it's TP Vision is a joint venture, 70% owned by TPV Technology, headquartered in Hong Kong, and 30% by Royal Philips Electronics. So it's barely Philips Electronics.
Oh, okay.
So it's a no from me, Ted. I don't know.
Well,
Philips.
I'm in. I've signed up for it.
Oh, have you?
No, you have not. Have you?
Well, I've not. Well,
expressed an interest.
I've experienced. Aye, yeah, basically. Yeah.
You have. Aye, good. Which what telly did you go for?
What one?
The middle one, not the 65.
For the 55.
Oh.
Yeah.
55 is a good size. That's the one we have upstairs. That's the one we have upstairs. The 55.
Yeah. Oh, is that your bedroom one? Is it?
No, it's the one we have.
The
one we have in the living. I'm in a basement. That's why everything's upstairs from me just now.
Toilet.
It's our toilet telly.
Look at it behind the mirror. Wait a minute. Don't you have?
Toilet
Don't you have?
telly.
I've gone all blurred now. Don't you have a TV behind your mirror in the bathroom? No, is that not a thing that people do?
Pardon? Oh, got a camera behind the mirror.
I stayed in a hotel room in the Flamingo.
Jody, as your lawyer,
In the Flamingo Hotel in Las Vegas.
Motion sensor camera.
Las Vegas, Nevada. There's a TV there's a remote in the bathroom. I'm not kidding. It's like what?
I've been to bathroom. I've been to
bathrooms.
Hotels with bath. I've been to bathrooms. I've been to hotels with bathrooms and the toilets. What? TVs in the
Jody,
bathroom.
you're gonna be all right.
I might have to reconfigure.
Say that again.
I've had a stroke in the bathroom.
So, Jody, what's your upfront cost for the 55er?
No, it's not up front. I'm not buying it up front. I'm buying it for like 18 quid a month or whatever.
So yeah, going back to this one
sure
here.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's the upfront. So if you want to buy it wholesale, then you pay £849.
17.
Well,
there you go.
You can pay £17 a month plus £10 upfront fee. So you pay 10p down, put £10 down, and then
More attracted, James. More attracted.
But
Oh,
that's
right.
that's the 48-month contract. Would you not be better off going with the 24-month?
No, because I'm all in Sky. I'm Sky, so.
I know. Holy shit! I know because you're just gonna have Sky till you die.
Sounds pretty attractive, doesn't it?
I know, yeah.
Sky till I die, baby. Sounds quite attractive, doesn't
realise.
it? Yes.
Well.
See.
So what's that? Sorry.
Now Jillian's
sorry,
like.
Sloan. I know.
Do you want me to go back to that thing? Sorry.
Sounds right.
Please, can you? Because I'm actually
No
I'd just like to select what I'm going to get now.
I'll make it bigger for you.
Even the 65-inch one's only 20 quid, 21 quid.
Yeah, that's not. Yeah.
You know.
I mean, if you're paying that as part of.
Well, I'm quite excited now. All right, that's different.
Exactly.
That's a bit of a game
So,
changer.
hang on a minute, though.
Yeah.
That doesn't include your Sky subscription. You still need to pay for your Sky subscription.
I get it.
on top of that.
I get it.
Yeah.
But
But that's fine.
55 inches. Oofed.
I know.
Oh, right.
It's attractive.
Right.
Do you want
Very
I'm gonna be
attractive.
Shall I
mildly
pass the sign-up
distracted for
sheet?
the rest of I'm going to be mildly distracted for the rest of this show.
Thinking about that.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
There you go.
But it's definitely 4K, isn't it? I mean, it is. We all know it is, but I just need to
It is.
confirm.
It would have to be 4K.
It is.
And I'm happy with that.
You need to pay extra for 4K though.
Aye.
Yeah, you
Probably.
need to
through your Sky subscription.
Aye. Right.
You'll also need a half decent network connection for 4K as well, which means that your internet is going to go as well.
I know.
You need faster speeds.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, here you go. It stated the panel has a 60 hertz refresh rate, so it won't handle 4K at 128 hertz gaming. So if you've got your PS5 connected to it, then it's not going to be a good panel for that.
It's not.
You're not going to get 120 hertz gaming. It's only got 60 hertz refresh rate, so it's only good for TV.
Right. Okay. I wonder.
Maybe we should point this out to Jody.
Aye, maybe. Because at some point in this house, there will be a PlayStation 5.
Yeah.
And that is equal to the Sky experience. The whole gaming experience.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, it's the sound system sounds spec wise, it sounds good. Integrated sound system consists of 6 speakers, forward firing center speaker, forward firing subwoofer, although that's not really how subwoofers work, but whatever. 2 side firing speakers mounted towards the bottom of either edge, 2 up firing speakers at the extremities of the top edge, Dolby Atmos baked in. So yeah, I mean, spec wise, it looks okay. Just that 60 hertz refresh rate. Jody, we were just discussing there. So the panel's only got a 60 hertz refresh rate. So if you want to do 120 hertz gaming, you're not going to be able to do it.
Oh, I never thought of gaming through it, actually.
Because I was just saying, Jody, at some point in our house, in the future, there will definitely be a PS5.
Well, I can almost... no, there's little ears listening, but yeah, I can guarantee that will happen as well. Not even almost, but I can guarantee.
Yeah,
I never thought about gaming through it, actually. That's interesting.
Because that was a big reason why we're kind of... Sorry, I'm in the market for a new telly. Gillian might not necessarily be in that.
The same place as you.
Yeah.
Not right now, but at some point you'll connect.
I've put the feelers out, I've planted seeds and all that stuff, you know.
Yeah, my old gamer.
It's still there, you know.
Mm-hmm.
What was that?
I've got a heavy gamer through there.
Evelyn?
No.
Oh.
No.
So that was that. Unless you guys want to talk more about it, or
no, I think we thrashed that.
You done it. Okay, so moving on and segueing slightly from talking about gaming, Nintendo has announced that the Switches Online will get N64 and Sega Genesis an expansion pack, but you're going to have to upgrade your online ticket, whatever price or whatever it is there. So it's going to go to $50 a year for a single player, and it's $79.99 for a family. But you do get access to 10 N64 titles and some Genesis titles, and you also get access to the Animal Crossing New Horizons DLC, but you can buy it separately. You can buy the DLC separately. Something that MVG did not point out in his thing, but I'm just saying, he said it was all that you had to buy this to get the DLC, but that's not true. If you actually read further down the article, you don't need to. Anyway, this was announced a couple of days ago.
So listen, guys, I need you to speak to me about. I'm the uninitiated when it comes to Nintendo.
Yeah,
I don't have a Switch, but I did used to have a 64. That was the last thing I had. How do you play this stuff then? Is it not through the original N64? How do you play this?
It's an emulator. You want to talk about it?
Yeah, they've basically just announced this, right? Nintendo, you know how you pay your PlayStation Plus for online stuff, right? Yep. Your subscription. Well, it's the same thing as that. It's Nintendo's version, and so far they've released like just NES games, which are part of the original subscription. So if you're subscribing to online play, you get the NES stuff free. But because they're kind of doing, and the Super NES stuff's free as well. But now they're moving on to Nintendo 64 online, so you can get all those games now. So they're upping the subscription price basically to cover the fact that they're making these games available. And when you break that down, Sloan, that yearly thing, you know, the monthly price is still far cheaper than the PlayStation and the Xbox subscription. Is it not?
So yeah, it is cheaper. MVG was talking about it, and he was complaining about it because it's getting up there as far as Xbox and PlayStation Now, like the PlayStation Network is concerned, like the price wise, and you don't get half the functionality that you get with it. Like if you go for PlayStation Now, you get like a free game or something a month, or is that free game a month? I don't know.
PlayStation. You get two. You get two free games a month.
You're not getting that with this. So as far as the value is concerned, he's not seen that. As far as I'm concerned, if you're like me and you don't have another system and this is it, I think this is great value. I'm all in.
But you're getting access to a myriad of games, not just
Well,
2 games.
I know, but exactly.
Whenever you want,
like you get
you
a
know?
whole bunch of
So-
you get a whole bunch of Super Nintendo games, a whole bunch of original NES games that you can play on the emulator. They have
Yeah.
controllers for every single one of these systems, so they're going to do a
Yeah.
wireless Nintendo 64 one. They've got a wireless Genesis controller
Yeah.
that they're going to bring out, or it's already out. In fact, it's actually sold out, I think, in some places. Because people are like, I want to play Sonic again. They want to play Sonic 2 again. They want to play these classic games, and they want to be able to play it on their TV. And this is an easy way to get that nostalgia back again.
In HD. Did you have an N64,
In
James,
HD as well.
when you were?
I did have a 60. I was a Nintendo kid up until the PlayStation came out.
Right.
Right.
Okay.
So
So
I didn't go. And over here, it wasn't Genesis, was it? It was
No, Mega Drive. Yeah.
Mega Drive.
Yeah.
But you've got access to all these N64 games now, real proper Stonewall classics. Super Mario 64, Mario Kart 64, Zelda Ocarina of Time,
Mario Tennis. Remember Mario Tennis, Judy?
Mario Tennis. Yeah, I do.
Rogue Squadron.
That was
Rogue
Super
Squadron was in
NES though.
N64.
Mario Tennis.
Yeah, it's only first party games that are in here just now, so it's
Right.
all of these ones that you see here. Oh, sorry, that
And
were there.
it's not. Yeah, and it's not as if that's going to be the only games that are coming out. It'll expand and expand the way that the other libraries have expanded. So I think it's great. You know,
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I pay for it so because I like access to. I like doing a wee quick blast of Super Mario World, and all that kind of
Starting to
stuff,
get
and I'm
into
going to
real-
enjoy this just as
Yeah.
much. So I'm
Donkey Kong Country, that will be one of them, is 64 as well and stuff.
that'll be coming out.
I had a 64 when I stayed in Phoenix, and I had GoldenEye and I had Rogue Squadron. They're the 2 games I played.
Yeah. So GoldenEye has always been a bit of a problem,
Squadron's
like licensing wise. But yeah, Rogue Squadron, that might happen.
They used to fly out over the Sarlacc pit.
That was a
constantly.
belter. What a great game.
Yeah, that was a good game.
And also, yeah, GoldenEye as well. What a classic. Total classic.
Mhm.
I beat that game.
Yeah. Anyway, I think it's worth it. I mean, alone for me, it's going to cost me. I was going to get the DLC for Animal Crossing
Of
as
course,
well.
you get that as well.
So you get that for free.
Mhm.
So basically, this is going to cost me an extra $25 a year
Mm.
for the first year, anyway.
If
So
you've
it's
got
like-
a Switch, it's a no-brainer. Get it.
Yeah.
Get it. Yeah.
Aye.
I mean, especially if the Switch is your only console, and you want some free games every couple of months, get this.
Even if you don't play Switch games and you just love
Classic
N64
games, yeah.
and
the thing is-
Sega,
So
get
you can play all these games. Like you can go and get an emulator and all that kind of stuff and start tweaking things and doing all this kind of stuff. Or here's a crazy thought: get the subscription, and
Yeah.
then you can just play the game whenever you want, rather than having to like, oh, this doesn't work anymore because of whatever reason. It's downloaded a new driver, and it's all these painful things.
It's probably the equivalent of having Netflix, or Prime. That's how much it's going to cost you a month.
Yeah.
And
Exactly.
that's included both NES, Super NES, N64, and Mega Drive games.
Mhm.
It's a no-brainer for me.
Yeah.
Get it.
Anyway.
Do it.
Moving along.
Do it.
Do it. Strike him down. Hawkeye, the new news.
Okay, the new. Oh, I like that.
Oh, aye. Eh?
Not everyone will get that, but
Anyway,
we like it.
We love it.
the guy from the Bourne series of movies and the women from True Grit, I can never remember the names. Jeremy, some or other, Clarkson. Anyway,
Rainer?
Renner, that's the one. And Haley Steinfeld. Steinman. I honestly can never remember that her last name.
He only did the later Born ones, though.
No, he only did one.
I thought he did two. All right, okay.
No. I don't want.
I think he gets too
I
much
think.
crap over the internet because I think he's brilliant.
I
I
agree.
really, really like him.
James,
I
at some
really
at
Yeah.
some point we'll need to sit down with a beer and discuss.
I actually think I've
You're
maybe
part
been
of the
one
problem.
How
Yeah,
am I part
I
of the
think-
problem?
You're
I
the
actually
problem.
I think you're right, James, and I think I've been part of the problem as well until I saw this trailer for this, and I think this looks absolute magic.
I'm kind of glad to see. I mean, I think he does get a lot of flack because
From
he's
us.
not from mostly me.
Well, from
Um,
you.
it's mostly me. He's fine. I'm not a huge fan of Jeremy Renner. I don't know. He doesn't really do it for me. He's not a movie star. He's an actor. He's not really a movie star. Like Dwayne the Rock Johnson, movie star. Jeremy Renner, some acting guy. So anyway, he doesn't really do it for me. But
Here's
this
my
does
thing,
look
though, like,
interesting.
with Hawkeye, apart from being an ace, kind of ace with a bow and arrow, like he's us basically.
Yeah, he's
So
human.
the fact that he's not a movie star
Mhm.
makes me like him a bit more because he's
Yeah.
us. He's that's
It's
my
true.
take on it.
Yeah,
I think Sloan, you're pissed off because Black Widow got tipped over the edge and he didn't.
Well, I always thought she was a more interesting character. Also, I didn't like the fact that they nerfed him as well by giving him a family. I thought that was a bit of a cop out. But anyway, we're burying the lead here, guys. The thing is, this
tell
is
you
going
what,
to
though.
drop. This is going to drop for the holidays and for
Yeah.
people who speak in British. That means Thanksgiving, which is late November, with 2 episodes. So it's going to drop the first 2 episodes, which is very similar to another TV show that they did it with. But I think this is the first time that, yeah. But sorry, this is not the first time. This is the second time they've done it. So I'm wondering if the first episode doesn't really pull you in, much like the first episode of WandaVision didn't really pull most people in. I don't know.
And then we loved it.
Oh, and then it was
I
great
think
after that. But yeah,
I think the trailer for this looks absolutely joyous.
it does.
Aye.
I'm,
Good choice
I'm
of music.
fully in on it.
Definitely. They've done the apparently I think it's Matt Fraction who wrote the book where he's a landlord. So he is apparently in this TV show the landlord. He's got loads of tenants and kind of actually just looks after them.
All right.
Cool.
So
I think it looks
Aye.
cracking. I'm
Aye.
well up for it.
Defo. There are some parts of it look quite James Bondy. Probably
Yeah.
the parts in the
And do you
tuxedo.
know- Yeah, and do you know when I
And
first
dodgy
heard it
bullets.
announced, I was like, "Nah, not interested." Then I saw the trailer, I was like,
I know. Listen, if I put up with
Totally.
7 seasons of Arrow, I'm all right with a couple episodes of Hawkeye.
"Well, there you go."
I've got to say that so Haley, the new Hawkeye, she's fantastic. Like I really like her as an actress. I think she's really good. Just Jeremy Renner, I'm a bit about. Anyway.
What is her character's name?
Kate Bishop.
Oh,
See, straight off like that.
Also, right,
Mhm.
they've set up in Black Widow the fact that her sister thinks that Hawkeye's killed Black Widow. At the end.
Aye.
Yeah,
Yes.
So-
yeah,
That whole thing as well.
yeah.
Is-
That was
is
when Elaine
cracking.
Bennis turned up at the end.
Yeah. So all that stuff is cracking. Aye,
Mhm.
yeah. She's like that. And by the way,
I know.
she's a bitch, isn't she?
She's like the Bizarro Nick
What?
Yes.
Fury.
Nick Fury.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So Face
gonna
went up
say
to Glasgow
Frost.
the other day and came back with this
Hawkeye the
Kate
New.
Bishop book.
There you go, Kate Bishop.
Oh, cool.
Hawkeye
Was
the
it?
New.
Oh yeah.
That
Totally.
was a cool cover.
I know.
Oh,
it's
it's
like
got
it's
that
not like a. It is. It's not like the full comic book
What?
size. It's
What
just a little bit
pages?
smaller.
So
I know it's
there's a lot of pages. It's
Wow.
okay, John. It's mostly pictures.
That's okay then.
It's got the same
I'm going to be
font
here for a
though
while.
as the
Small.
Hawkeye
I'll snap
TV
my
show.
book.
So I'm wondering if that's Kate
Oh.
Bishop's Hawkeye font. Because I know nothing about this character.
I don't know. Do you know what Faith told me about it?
Yeah,
She was
That's
like,
cool.
I've got
That
the
is
Kate
very
Bishop
cool.
book.
on the back
Excellent.
of a
I'm
vest.
like, who? What?
You what? Ew.
Talking of sharp, pointy things traveling at high velocity, Mando's back.
Oh yeah.
Bill
Beskar
baby.
spiky thing. So there he is, as pictured with Grogu. His wee jetpack,
Right.
and his sigil at the top there.
Loving it.
Season 3.
What? You're killing us, James. Come on,
The
man.
little
You're
handy
killing us.
thing. Oh, he's adorable. Oh. Good old
Sorry.
Grogu.
Just mention something else and I'll just reach over and
Yeah, I
I'll
know.
pick up what you're talking
I
about.
know, probably. Yeah.
My favorite new one is Dad Bod Boba Fett.
Oh, stay there.
The Funko
I've
Pop.
got him.
Uh-oh. Did you?
Oh, there he is.
Very cool.
Oh, you got him as well?
The detail on that is fantastic.
Do you know, they've not done his fat tummy.
No, they've not. That's true. They haven't done his tummy, but the rest of the detail is really good.
Have you seen that Sideshow Collectibles version of him?
No.
No.
Oh my gosh, it's about 400 quid. It looks amazing.
Right.
Oh.
That's I shouldn't.
I might scrap that Sky Telly.
Oh,
What we're
God.
watching tonight, Gillian. We're just watching that action
A
figure.
black, just a wall. And you're sitting there stroking your Boba Fett figure. sitting stroking your
God.
Boba.
Oh dear. Talking of things flying through space. William Shatner.
Wow.
Oh, he's the man.
How joyous is this story?
So everyone's
I love
crapping on this. It's like just for one moment, can we just enjoy something?
Can't we just all get along?
I mean,
Crapping on it. Really?
yeah. Oh, folk are going. Who's that?
Huh. Oh, it's
James
the chat.
Tiberius Kirk.
Look at him. Look at his folded leg.
So good.
Look at him.
So good.
Look
Anyway,
at-
so he gets back to Earth, and I'll play there'll probably be an advert there. There is an advert. I'll stop sharing. Well, that advert is on.
Why would MD be crapping in this?
Because why are we sending billionaires into space? And it's the usual like. So he's the guy's in tears. And so he gets in. This is Captain Kirk getting into a spaceship that is going into actual space.
The man's 90.
The
I couldn't
man
even get in
also, the man is 90 and he's got a bit of a paunch, obviously, but he looks fantastic. He does not
Looks
look
great.
like he stopped aging when he was about 71. Remember that
That's great.
stuff my dad said thing he did? He was in his 70s. He stopped aging after that.
Yeah, he did. Looks
Although
great.
I do have to point out that rocket. They really need to
That's
change the
like a
shot.
dildo. Sorry.
You need to
Cannot
change the
say it.
shot. The shot is so bad. The shape, I should say. It's just so bad.
I think it's meant to. Do you know?
I mean, probably, yeah. The only thing that annoyed me was he was floating around, but other than that,
Bezos.
Bezos, yeah.
Getting back to the shape of the rocket.
Bezos.
It's quite distracting.
It's hilarious.
It's a little bit Austin Powers-ish, isn't it?
It's exactly that. I mean, and he does look like Dr. Evil as well. So I guess it's kind of
My
fitting.
God, that looks like a giant wiener. Have you ever seen that?
Oh, I loved it.
Well,
Although
That's a massive Johnson. Get over here.
Exactly. Aye.
Anyway, I
Exactly that.
thought it was a fantastic moment.
It's
Just
joyous.
it was great to see him in space. He looked so happy, and
You know,
just
embrace it.
you
You know, we need something good.
yeah.
you see Leonard Nimoy's daughter wished him good luck and said, "I wish my dad would have wanted to be with you."
Yeah.
Quite heartwarming.
Imagine that. That'd been so cool.
Oh, would have been
He-
good.
His quote is,
Pierre would have been crying.
do you know what? I was kind of when he
No,
was giving
you're
his
crying.
when he was giving his wee speech at the end, he was saying, just unbelievable. I'm choked up and all that kind of stuff. And he says, I hope I will never recover from this. I was a bit like, I thought it was very, I mean, it's a guy that I grew up with. It's like the,
Yeah.
hero and all that kind of stuff. I loved
Listen,
him.
I've got to say,
Fantastic.
right, I'm a massive fan. Would actually take a bullet for Shatner, right?
Yeah.
But I have to say that whole thing that he was talking about, like, oh yeah, we were up in space, we spent billions of dollars getting there, so we can see how we can save the Earth, kind
Yeah.
of thing. Like just tacking it on for this, like we're doing this for the planet. Are you? Are you really?
Could have just put a full stop there and just stopped talking, because he's going this thin veneer of the atmosphere and we have to protect it and all that kind of stuff. It was like, Bill,
no, you just wanted a shot in space.
Your mate
It's
phoned
not
you
that,
up and
though.
said, "How'd you fancy a shot in my Johnson-shaped rocket?"
Like, this is a whole different conversation, but NASA aren't doing it, so these guys have got to do it. You know, Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, they've got to kind of
SpaceX and all that kind of stuff. But the thing is that
expand the
countries
universe.
don't see this. Like, I'm looking at it, like like TV shows like Foundation, where humanity is spread across the entire galaxy, and everybody's
It's important.
Like, and I get the fact that we have to fix problems here on Earth. I understand that, but we should also be looking out there as well, because there's other things. There's other things out there that we can, like asteroids, for example. There's asteroids that have got precious minerals and things like that on them. We can go and mine those things. They're not on Earth. We're not using things that are on Earth.
I know.
And so there's all these things that are
spend billions of dollars. Get into an asteroid and probably come back with about 10 litres of water. That is invaluable.
Yeah, it is. But the Silent Running
artifacts.
I think it's Silent Running. The one with Bruce Stern. His spaceship is actually American Airlines. Like, that's the stamp that's on the side of the spaceship is American Airlines. So it's commercial endeavors that are going to get us into space.
Well,
it's not the government.
2001 is Pan Am, is it not?
Oh, is it?
Is it not? Ill-advised, obviously, but in hindsight,
TWA?
but
they went away the dodo as well.
Wasn't Reginald Perrin?
Reggie Perrin in space,
He was.
Jones. Playing with an iPad.
Very briefly.
He's playing with an iPad. See?
We digress.
We do. And that's all we've got for regular news. That's 43 minutes into the show, guys, and we haven't even touched DC.
Fandome.
So
I've touched DC tonight a few times, to be fair.
I can imagine. So should we watch the trailers but discuss them but not show them?
What? I think.
Should we watch the trailers?
I think what we'll do is we'll just show them, and then the hell with it, and we get a copyright strike. It's not a copyright strike anyway. It's a copyright strike is bad, but it's they tell you to take it down. So so all I'll do is just leave it up, and we can't get monetized. It's a shame. I know the millions and millions of dollars we make from this, despite the fact that I got most of these ones from a third-party website. Because when you go in the Warner Brothers, if you're listening to this, and you probably are because you keep copyright hitting us, going to put up all your trailers on Warner Brothers instead of all these other peripheral things that you've got, like Legendary Pictures and this media thing over here and all that kind of stuff. Marvel does a very good job because they release it through Marvel Studios. So you go to one place.
You're making it worse.
Anyway,
I thought
varieties.
Legendary and Warner Brothers weren't talking anymore.
Really?
I thought
they?
that was a couple of years ago. Obviously I'm mistaken.
Right.
maybe-
I thought they were
maybe wrong.
partners.
Or whoever
I
it
thought they
is.
were best pals, but
Yeah.
well,
Anyway, if you go to the Warner Brothers YouTube channel as of an hour ago, they had the Batman trailer on it and they had nothing else. So I don't know where all these other movies are getting made. Oh, actually, is Black Adam not getting made by $7 or whatever it is? The Rock's production company.
Probably.
I don't know.
Anyway, let's.
I thought it was
let's
all
share
WB.
this. Yeah, the WB. All right, let's see how far we get with this. I'll make it really small so they can't. So they've got.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good for him.
The master of motion capture.
Yeah,
The Snoke
he's
and
great.
Venom director.
He's doing well, the lad. Very clever guy.
He's doing all right.
He's doing all right.
Where are we? Why am I
That
not
looks
seeing this?
great, by the way, and I really like Batman's cowl. It looks quite thin, and you can see it's a helmet, but it's definitely super thin.
Mm-hmm.
This Black Adam.
This is Black Adam, yeah. Oh, sorry. Do you want to?
Sorry. Talk about Batman.
Sorry. Do you want to talk about Batman first? It's just that every second I'm thinking to myself, we're gonna get caught.
No, I just think it looks fantastic. The first kind of teaser trailer was like, oh, okay, this one really ramps it up. I think in terms of the atmosphere of it, and who's going to be the villains and things, and Colin Farrell looks unrecognizable.
Yeah,
with a real good look at the Penguin now, and
holy smokes!
That was
great.
That Colin Farrell.
Yes,
he's getting a TV show. He's getting a Matt Reeves HBO Max TV show about the Penguin.
Is he?
Is he?
Yeah, he is. Yes, he is.
Huh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Exclusive. Here, you heard it here first.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
If it's wrong,
I didn't realise that was him.
James at superkellybros.com.
Correct.
It looks amazing. It looks so
stunning.
good.
Stunning.
It's what we all need.
Yeah.
We need it. Do it.
Much like this one. So this is another part of this sort of Shazam part of the DC universe.
Yeah.
Which is growing
Black Adam.
massively.
Yeah.
I love
Did
Shazam.
you hear
of production artwork and stuff? And this time
pretending it was a teaser.
Not that
Yeah, I
much
was looking
more.
at animatic.
I'll be honest with you. I'm not that excited by it so far, but yeah.
I'm not that excited by it, but I know the second it's released, I will go and see it instantly.
Oh, me too.
Mm-hmm.
The Rock, man.
I know.
The Rock's coming up not next, but in a wee bit as well. He does it. There's another trailer with The Rock.
Oh, of course. Yeah. Super Pet.
Yep.
Spoilers.
Spoilers.
But which is quite something when you consider Batman versus Superman, Man of Steel and all that. That's the biggest one.
Okay, so let's do the thing we're all here to see. Do the Flash thing.
Go for it.
All right. Okay.
Come on.
Stop teasing us.
I know.
Here we go.
Okay, let's do this first.
So when I saw this on the Fandome rundown, I'm like, "There's no way I'm going to go and see this. This looks dumb." And within about 2 seconds of hearing Dwayne and Kevin Hart, I'm like, "I'm in."
I know.
So was I.
I was like, I hate this movie. This is gonna suck.
I'll be-
And then
I'll
we
be-
both started
I'll be-
talking. I'm like, I'm in.
I'll be taking Danny to see it anyway. That's for sure.
Yeah, it just looks like a big dumb movie. It looks a bit like what was that one? The Louis
Looney
C.K.
Tunes.
one.
Secret Life of
Secret
Cats
Life
and
of
Dogs.
Aye.
Yeah,
Pets.
that felt like a dumb movie. And Diego Luna's in it.
Kate McKinnon. There's a few of the bigger
Vanessa
stars are at
Bayer.
the bottom of that list.
Yeah. I'm less likely to go and watch it now that Kate McKinnon's in it.
I like Kate McKinnon.
She's a bit
Come on
much.
now.
All right, okay. Do you want to see the second Batman trailer then?
Yeah. I think
Well,
it's called
well,
Batman the
technically.
Flash.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Technically, yeah.
So this is their Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness thing, because this is they're introducing the DC multiverse through this movie. Oh, that almost
the
looked
way-
like Bleecker Street.
See,
Did you see
as
that?
this is. It looks like what?
It looks like the Sanctorum Sanctorum, or what?
The Sanctum Sanctorum.
Sanctum. Yeah, that one.
Is it?
Batmobile.
Of course, the 80
The
million.
original
the 89
Tim Burton.
Batmobile.
Yep.
Yeah.
The best.
That's gonna be so
the
good.
second best. Do you think they'll be
By the way, though,
so bold to go to, if the Flash
Christian
is
Bale?
visiting all these universes, will they go 66?
I don't know. They went
That's
heavy
a
in the. They went heavy in the '89 Batman there, though.
Aye.
Why wouldn't you?
And,
Michael
and
Keaton.
before '89 Batman, it was Adam West.
Yeah.
Will
Yeah,
they
but
go
it's
back?
the Flash movie. They went
It's a
heavy
Batman movie
on
called The Flash.
that. So is Batman going to be like side by side with the Flash in this movie,
Yes.
like Iron Man, Peter Parker type, thing?
Well, that'd be good.
Well,
A very similar
Michael
dynamic.
Keaton, apparently Michael Keaton will take on a kind of Samuel L. Jackson style role.
That'd be cool. Oh, I love Michael Keaton.
I love him too.
Love him.
What a wonderful time we live in.
So, are we getting?
Isn't
Are we
it-
getting? Is Michael Keaton's character going to make an appearance again in Spider-Man? Because I'd like that to happen as well.
The Vulture.
Oh,
The
back
Vulture,
as the Vulture, aye. He was great
Yeah.
in that.
Who's
Really
who's
good.
seen
Love it.
Who's seen Venom?
Me, sir.
Oh, the new one.
Lisa, the new one.
Not the new one.
No, not Carnage. No.
Not the new one.
Okay, all right. Let there be carnage. Okay,
Not yet.
okay. Moving on.
That's with Woody Harrelson.
Yep.
Serial killer with the venom in him. Is that right?
See, it's not. It's. I'm going to butcher the name. Cassius or something he's called, isn't he?
Cletus Cast. Yeah. And I don't think Warner Brothers are also hell bent on that. I think he is the one that wants that to definitely happen.
Oh, really? Okay. So why? So why does he want it to happen?
I just think he likes it. I think this all came out after his Snyder cut of the Justice League.
Mhm.
It seemed proper legit again,
Yeah.
whereas it felt like a bit kind of laughable previously.
Yeah.
So the Rock's on board, and I don't think he wants to build a universe from scratch. I think he just wants to I've got this amazing thing I can add on to the DC cinematic universe. So let me do that. I don't want to build from scratch. I can add on.
Yeah.
But lots of articles I read about it. The Rock is just like, no, we'll build on the Snyderverse. Let's not start again.
Okay.
Which I quite like.
Yeah. And then the last one is actually for a TV show, but
Oh yeah. I think they could go an interesting way with it.
Gunn shot that, and not many people knew about it. It was all done. It's all finished.
oh, so James Gunn did that whole series?
I think he did. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
That's cool.
Hi, Danny.
See him?
He
He's
looks like
actually.
an adult. Oh yeah.
He looked like an adult.
Who's that guy? Is that everyone's brother?
Pickle Rick. Pickle Rick.
Pickle Rick!
The Rick and Morty Pickle Rick hat.
Yep.
They bought it in Blackpool.
Cool.
So I was kind of hoping we would have seen the J.J. Abrams Superman or something.
Nah.
To do with these.
I don't think we'll see that until next year or maybe the year after.
Wishful thinking. They're probably still writing.
This is Black Superman.
Black Superman, aye.
Yeah.
Not Clark Kent, but Black Superman, just like
an
addition to the multiverse.
Do you think?
Right.
See that, right? I heard quite an interesting thing. It was like, recasting James Bond as a black character or whatever. It might have been Idris Elba or whatever. And somebody made a good point that why not just have instead of making a character black, right? Instead, just this kind of, hear me out. Making a character that's existing black. Why not have a spy that's black? A character you can look up to that's a black character, and it's a new character, and make them a black character, a black actor.
I think if you chose Idris Elba to be James Bond, I don't think you'd be doing it because he was black. I think you'd be doing it because it was Idris Elba. And if he was about 10 or 15 years younger, I think you'd just be
It
like,
might have
well,
worked
that's
a bit
just the
better.
next James Bond.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't have been a black decision. But I think to choose anyone else right now feels like maybe it would be doing it because they were black, which I'm also okay with. I'm also fine with. Not okay, I'm like that's totally fine.
It's like the superhero, it's like the Superman thing. It's like having a black. It's not Clark Kent, though, is it? Or is it?
No, it's not Clark Kent.
It's not.
The new Superman should be. The new Superman is the president, like a different universe.
Right,
But is it not the same thing as like Miles Morales is Spider-Man in that universe and Peter Parker's Spider-Man in this universe?
Yep.
I suppose. You're right. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, that's true.
It's
I mean,
totally both can exist in both.
Yeah.
Both are good. But I think it's exciting because how many times have you heard Superman's origin story told?
I know.
Like, it's not boring, but I just don't want to hear it again. I want to see or hear something different. And let's face
See when
it,
you put it that way. Well, sorry. See when you put it that way, Sloan, about Miles Morales thing. That's probably my favourite version of Spidey right now. So, and it's Danny's as well. So, yeah.
Let's see something new. Let's just do something different.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
The thing is, the other reason is the name recognition. That's the money reason why they recast it as a particular character.
I know. But wouldn't it be nice? Wouldn't it be nice in a perfect world to have a original black character, superhero, action hero? Instead of using something that's already been. Do you know what I mean?
Shaft.
I know, but the masses, like, Hollywood's out to make money, and the masses won't go and see a new character because we're all about the reboots. We're all about the sequels.
Have you guys seen the reboot of Shaft?
I know.
I'm not talking about the Samuel L. Jackson reboot. I'm talking about the other reboot where Samuel L. Jackson plays Shaft Jr. It's fantastic. It's really good. It's really good because they get Roundtree back in his grandpa Shaft, and Dwayne is dad Shaft, and then the son is Shaft. It's freaking amazing. It's really good. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
It's really good. All three of them. I've only seen the original Shaft. I never saw the Samuel L. Jackson one because I did a huge big eye roll. But Anime was like, why don't we just watch this? This looks like fun. I'm like, all right, okay. So we watched the remake of the remake. So it's great.
Oh, okay.
It's really good.
Okay. Fair enough.
But yeah, it's if you're thinking of like a black superhero, Shaft, I think, is is a good example of a black
Superhero, though.
superhero. Well, I mean, he's pretty good at dodging bullets.
Yeah.
He's a
It'd
neighborhood
be nice to.
hero.
It would be nice to.
Yeah, it's kind of like
Original.
Spider-Man, your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. He's your friendly neighborhood private investigator.
But Jody, I'll put
Yeah.
this to you: if there was a brand new superhero, and they had a film coming out, and it was up against, I don't know, a different couple of Marvel films, like, would you want to go and see that brand new thing that you've never heard about?
Yeah.
You probably wouldn't.
Well, we watched a
just
thing
answer for
on. We yeah. we watched a thing. We watched a thing on Netflix, and it was called Raising Cain or something like that.
Raising Dion.
Raising Dion.
Dion.
Right. And that was based on a comic, and it was a mainly black actors in it, and it was original, utterly fantastic. Utterly, we loved it. We watched it with Danny. It was terrific.
I don't know how you
Well, that's
watched
the
it,
kind
but
of
we
thing.
watched it because Netflix shoved it down our throats. Because every time we turned it on or left it on pause, it suggested you've watched this, so you'll like this.
So good,
but I don't think that's going to be the same. It is good, but I don't think that's going to have the same. Like when it comes to the cinema, people aren't going to go and watch new stuff. They don't really want to watch it. I don't think.
It's good to have original stuff like that coming out, and why not?
Yeah.
You know,
but I think you need that
instead of
like
piggybacking onto, just instead of piggybacking onto other stuff. But then, like you say, I think you're right as well that it's an interesting, different take on things, and how many times can we see a origin story of Spider-Man and Superman and Batman, I suppose. But then,
although
is it enough?
Batman.
Is it enough?
Batman. I think it is enough.
Is it enough just to change the ethnicity?
I don't think you could. I don't think you could just say like Clark Kent's black. That's just, there's no point in that. There's just no point in that. There's a point in him being a completely different character, but also being Superman. The same way they've done Miles Morales.
Yeah. Okay.
So, anyway,
I'll buy that.
That's my 2 pence.
Tuppence. Well, okay. But we're not gonna end on that. We're gonna end on something happy.
Oh, good.
Did you know that Captain Panaka? Do you guys know who Captain Panaka is?
He's from Casualty.
No.
He's the Phantom Menace.
Yes. He was the Naboo guy. Is he from Casualty?
Security.
Casualty?
Aye, he's from
Okay.
Casualty. Yeah, and he never came back.
He was,
too big.
Yeah, he was.
So,
but he was director of security on Naboo.
Security. That's right. Yeah, he was always in the Rocksteady jacket, wasn't he?
He was a bouncer, pretty much.
Yeah, drink up.
Come on now, lads. Come on. I've told you twice already. Come on, lads.
Come on, down it. You don't need to go home, but you can't stay here. Come on.
Don't tell me he's getting a TV show.
No.
Origin story.
Captain Panaka. Security.
How he became a dick.
Actually, that is it. So he did become a dick. He became a moth in the Empire. Apparently, I just thought it was an interesting story. Yeah, it's part of canon. It was part of Legends. Now it's part of canon now. And so basically, he became a moth. Grand
Moff Panaka.
Yeah.
Wow.
I know. From okay guy to dick. So but the reason was because he was loyal to Palpatine, and Palpatine rewarded him.
Oh, wait. So what? How do we digest this story? Where do we get it from?
You need to get it from. I think it's Leia, Princess of Alderaan. It's on.
And is it a book? Do we go online? Do we watch it? Read it?
It's a book. Palpatine Force. Claudia Gray's 2017 novel Leia, Princess of Alderaan.
Oh.
He turned up as an Imperial Moff in that book there. So I mean, it's not new news, but it's news that I didn't. I don't know. I was doing a
Devastating.
search for something the other day there, and this came up, and I was like, "Huh, that's weird." He seemed like a nice guy. I guess you got to watch out for the quiet ones.
I know.
Indeed.
Gone back to casualty.
Go back to casualty.
Yeah. Yeah.
But he did. He was like I think he wanted something. I think Panaka was a different actor.
Oh, was it?
I think he was the same guy. When he went from the Phantom Menace to Attack of the Clones, I'm sure it was a different character, or they just like forgot him completely.
Mm. Oh no, he did. Yeah, he disappeared because I think he says in the Phantom Menace, Captain Panaka, played by Hugh Quarshie, was head of security for Royal House in Naboo, and then after that movie, he disappeared. He didn't appear in the remainder of the prequel trilogy. That was it. One and done.
Interesting.
Yeah. So he never went back to Casualty after that.
I don't know what he done after that.
Holby City.
Probably. Yeah, Brookside.
Brookside. No, it wasn't as good as that. Hollyoaks. All right. Anyway, if you like what you saw, don't forget to smash that like button and share, and also comment below as well if we got anything wrong or you want to make tell us how to improve or whatever. It helps the algos, helps push the channel up, and we really, really do appreciate it. If you like what you see so far, then don't forget to hit the subscribe button and notification bell. You get timely reminders when we put a new video up, which is usually right now every Sunday, but we're going to try and work something out to get some more videos up through the week. But that's pretty much it. We will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.